Hey everybody, what's going on? This is SacredGuard and welcome back to Let's Play Monster Girl Quest Paradox. Now before we begin, so let you guys know that I went out of my way and I managed to actually be able to defeat Nanabi in combat. She's level 30, she's a Taoist and a Feral Kitsune. So, yeah, I've got one strong ass ally. But anyway, last episode we ended up going into the cave. I got Poseidon's Bell. And we came face to face with Aliphes the 17th, who calls herself Neris. Now, I do have a couple ideas as to who she actually is, but I don't want to think about it right. I don't want to think about it right now. I want confirmation before I make such assumptions. Anyway, before we get going to Centaur, the next continent, I went inside here. I went inside like all the buildings and everything as much as I could and try to see if there's like any secrets. And when I went in here, I found out what I could do with the elf Cyllin. I got an item from it, and I also found 2 BFs and recruited them to my team. There was a nurse and a scholar, so there was that. Anyway, okay, Ilias is gone, so I guess that means I can go now. You may have heard about this around town, but the ship and setting. Okay. We have an artifact known as Poseidon's Bell. Poseidon's Bell? Ain't that item a myth? Let me see if that's what you really have. We can show Poseidon's Bell to the sailor. There's no mistaking it, this is the real thing. Okay, the ship can leave with this aboard. There's no need for payment since we got plenty of cargo. It's good enough for that we can set sail. Okay, do I want to depart? Yes, I do, actually. I don't have anything else I need to do, so I can get going. Great, then climb aboard. We're setting sail straight away. Finally, it's time to leave Ilias continent. Now, let's journey to a new continent. Let's rampage. Luca and the others boarded the ship heading to Centaur. Okay. Now, since I've got you guys here, before I actually start reading the story, before we get you guys here, I've been thinking and whatnot about some of the monsters throughout the game, and so far what I'm mainly curious about is the past of certain monsters. Some of them being the Heavenly Knights, because we know a bit about Tamemo's past, but not too much. We know a little bit about Alma Elma from the way she talked during the finale of Monster Girl Quest 3. But we know little to nothing about Grambaria, and we don't know anything about Erubeti at all. But I'll get more into that later. I can't believe you wanted to train on the ship. Take a break sometime, sheesh. But we have to keep fighting harder and harder monsters. I need to get stronger. Whatever, don't push yourself too hard. Here, let me teach you a useful skill. Oh, another one? Yes, thank you. In that case, first... Okay. Leap high up and swing. Oh, I know what this is. That's it. Strike using the energy of your fall. This is known as Demon Skull Crusher, Demon Skull Beheading. The skill was originally performed with a spear, which is why its power decreases slightly when used with a sword. Also, since it's a spear skill, its focus is more on speed than power. It shows its true value when you're equipped with a spear. I see. A skill utilizing speed. Thank you, Alice. That's right. Luca's able to use spear skills even if he doesn't have a spear, so I can actually make the most of this. But the thing is, did she ever say that it actually used the spear? It actually used the spear in the original game? Oh goodness, I'm not sure. I mean, she told us a lot about like the cursed swordsmen, cursed swords users. So, I'm actually not sure. Damn. It's nice though that I'm like sitting here actually getting all my like old skills back. The moment I thanked Alice, the wind is really picking up. Is this the storm they were talking about? But the ship isn't shaking at all. Poseidon's Bell hangs on the bow of the ship, glowing faintly. Its mysterious magic seems to be protecting the ship. Alright, thanks for leaving us behind, Captain Celine. Not bad for a bauble owned by a human. Yet what? Oh wait, no. This is the part where Alma Elma shows up. Eh? Something approaches, wreathed in the gust of wind. Oh! Who is that? Alma Elma. It's not her? Oh! Wait, this is one of the 3 succubi that visited the Harpy village. Well, it's not Alma Elma, but it's close enough. We encounter a succubus. Succubi are skilled with wind, so... I'm Morrigan, a much, much stronger succubus than Alma Elma. I mean, maybe in sexual skills, but in physical combat, we have yet to see. Don't be an idiot. She's the queen succubus, the leader of you all. I mean, all of you. So what if she's current generation's queen? She's just an imp compared to me. What on earth are you? Don't let your guard down, Lucas. She's wrong about being stronger than Alma Elma, but she's still quite powerful. Yeah, Alice is kind of aware of how strong Alma Elma is. Like, if Alma actually gets serious, she can actually be really freaking devastating. I just wish that she actually used, like, her martial arts in combat rather than solely against the Chimeras. Like, I would have actually loved to have seen her use her martial arts against me. Are you going to take me on? It would be real bad if I killed you, though. How about I just go super, super easy on you? I won't touch you with either my hands or feet. She's doing the same thing Alma Elma did. Crap, here she comes. And Alma Elma said, like, I won't use my hands or my feet. I'll only use my tail. And the moment that I used Demon Skull Beheading, she had no choice but to catch the sword with her hands and end the battle. Ooh. Well, this is some new music. Morgan appears. Holy crap. Oh, that's right. I forgot to tell you guys. I got, Lucas a Spellblade now. So, yeah. I'll use this. Oops. Grand Cross. Let me slow you down. Okay. Okay. Oh, that was easy. Although it could be for the fact that I use like holy magic and shit on her. Wait. I can't remember. Did I set the did I go back and change the difficulty? White robe. Okay. Okay. Looks like I played around too much. It's about time I get serious and turn you into dried fish. This is all your fault, you know. I was going to let you go, but you stubbornly keep fighting. Morgan releases a tremendous amount of magic. No way. She wasn't serious at all earlier? Her power is insane. She really wasn't kidding about being more powerful than the 4 Heavenly Knights. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Line up and I'll let you enjoy your last moments as I suck you dry. Who wants to be the first to taste heaven? No one? Then let's start with the hero. What? What? What's with the wind? This isn't my doing this time. From above? What? What's going on? Nobody's saying anything. Something's descending toward us. Is that a banner? A huge banner unfurls over our heads as if to cover the entire sky. An awful painting of Ilias? What the hell? That doesn't look awful. If anything, that actually... Shit, that almost looks accurate. Found you, filthy succubus. What? Who are you? Now burn to ash. Seraph Zion? Is she insane? She's really attacking me in this world? Who are you? I don't know who... She was never around in the original trilogy. I have no idea who she is. Be gone. What? Before we have time to register what's going on, the angel begins shooting bullets of light from her palm that rain down on the ship. The ship! You lunatic of an angel, do you even know what you're doing? Killing even one of them will wreck the flow of time. We're only supposed to interfere indirectly. A mere succubus dares to lecture a great angel like me? I will not compromise when it comes to annihilating you and your sisters. The angel fires more bullets of light. Don't underestimate me, you piece of shit angel. That's it. I'm getting this party started by ripping you apart first. Morgan summons a fierce storm all around us. Ugh. At this rate, the ship's gonna sink. Luca, we're jumping into the sea. But in this storm, it's more dangerous to get sucked down with the ship. Just jump. Oh boy. I'll crush you, imp. I'll slaughter you, you psycho angel. Wow. This is pretty... See, now this is what the Monster Girl Quest anime should have been like. Shit like this. And they just had to go and butcher it. See, like, we get more out of the games than we did out of the anime. Goodness. Ugh. Where am I? I remember falling from the ship and getting swallowed by the ocean, but what happened after that? Oh my, you've woken up? Don't worry, we healed all of your injuries. If you're upward, please come in here. Your companions woke up before you and have been waiting. I guess we survived. Actually, it looks more like we were rescued. She seems really worried about Sonia. She may look terrible, but her life isn't in danger. She drank a lot of seawater, so we healed her up. This is my first time seeing someone faint with their eyes open, though. Ugh, that's creepy. That is creepy. Okay, but yeah, what I said before, like, I am... Luca's a spell sword. I forgot to tell you guys that. Oh, man. That was crazy. I'm gonna search around a little bit first before I come in there. Just give me a moment. I'm just searching. Jeez. Okay. Finally woke up. After being thrown into the sea, we were rescued by mermaids. This is Port Natalia, the town we were sailing to. Despite all the trouble, we actually managed to cross the sea. I wonder if we should consider ourselves lucky or cursed after that. By the way, how's everyone else? Everyone's fine, including the sailors. You should thank the mermaids. What about Morgan and that angel who suddenly attacked? Who knows? I couldn't exactly keep an eye on them. Are they enemies or something else? Morgan said that they came from another world, didn't she? Could it be that they can travel between worlds like my father and I? I don't think people who can jump between realities are that common. There must be some way of crossing over other than opening that door. Promising was blown into Tartarus because of a failed experiment. Maybe someone figured out a more reliable way to travel there? In any case, monster or angel, we need to defeat whoever stands in our way. Where am I? Yeesh, you finally woke up. Well then, let's go. Alright, preparations for our departure are complete. Now let's continue our adventure on the Centaur continent. Oh man, I didn't get to talk to Promisine. Okay, first we should visit San Ilia. The people in that city might have more information on both your father and the White Rabbit. San Ilia, the world's largest theocracy. It's not really a place I want to go to, but we can't avoid it. Before you go, I have a request. Port Natalia is currently facing a huge mystery. We can't just say no after they saved our lives. Luca, how about we at least hear them out? Of course. Okay. Wow. A lot is seriously happening. Did I check this already? Yeah, I did. You look like skilled adventurers. As it happens, we could use your help. It's a bit of a long story. Will you listen? Recently, a worrying number of mermaids and fishermen have been disappearing. It all started a few months ago. A mermaid called Maya went to the undersea temple on an errand, but completely vanished on her way there. Maya. Oh, she was the mermaid from this. Oh God, this is bring me all the way back. Bring me all the way back to the first game. She was from the first game, and she was a mermaid who would put out a request for someone to go and deliver a pledge of marriage to Kraken so that way she and a human could be legally married. I have no idea why she turned her husband into a kid, but I guess she's in the Shotas? I don't know. But she wanted us to do that, and after we did it and everything, she turned around and cheated on her husband right away. Like, what the hell? The Undersea Temple is... It's a temple and court of the Queen of the Southern Seas who governs the southern half of the world's oceans. The temple is close to Port Natalia, and as its name implies, it's at the bottom of the sea. Several mermaids went to the temple to look for Maya, but they all disappeared as well. So far, nearly 20 mermaids have gone missing. 20 of them have disappeared? That's scary. Furthermore, fishing boats have started to disappear as well. More than 50 fishermen have vanished. That certainly can't be just a coincidence. Something must be going on out there. If no one's heard anything from the Queen of the Southern Seas, it's also extremely fishy for... It's also extremely fishy for everyone who goes to visit the temple to vanish. Exactly. The key to this incident must be in the Undersea Temple. But even just getting close to it is dangerous, so we don't really know what's going on. But you look like capable travelers. Will you please go to the Undersea Temple and investigate? Sure. Understood. Let's go find out what's happening. You're right. We can't just leave this as is. Besides, I have to meet the Queen of the Southern Seas and prepare some countermeasures. That said, I don't think she's the type to turn a blind eye to all this. Could something have happened to her? To her, not to the her. But isn't the Undersea Temple underwater? Under the sea? Most of us can't breathe underwater. Well, except you, Naruko. That's no problem at all. If you use this item, you'll be guided right to the temple's entrance. Is it what I think it is? Ball of Guidance. Ooh, that looks valuable. Please raise this gem on Natalia's Coast beach, in a place where magic gathers and gives off light. Natalia Coast is an area west of here. If you go south after seeing a beach, you should get there quickly. Understood. Don't worry, we'll go. But please take care. I'm grateful for your aid from the bottom of my heart. Alright, so before we go... Oh man, exposition out the ass. Before we go, I'm actually going to take a look around town and... What do I get this time? See the fortune. Who needs it? Well, I'm the main character, so I'll give it to Luca. Okay. Alright. My girlfriend is this extremely cute mermaid. In this town, it's normal to have a mermaid lover. Those disappearances are so scary. Darling, you'll protect me, right? And she's mad. She'd be jealous. Okay. Oop. It's common practice for adventurers coming from Ilia's continent to visit San Ilia first. There's lots of equipment and information there. More importantly, the King of San Ilia advises every adventurer who meets with him. There are many who go to San Ilia just to receive his instruction. San Ilia's castle is west of here. If you stick to the road, you can't miss it. Okay, I would do that, but not at this very moment. I want to search around for items first. Seabrain. Have you learned Mug? Yeah, I know about this skill. I know what Mug does. Like Mug's in like almost every RPG. Which mess the merchant job become okay. Oop, anything here? Oh. Okay. Waterstone. Nope. I equipped an exterior that increased HP, and it took a job that raised your HP, and yet What? Oh. God damn it. Beloved potion. Nah, nah, nah. Okay. Alright. I'll be right back. Okay! White Mage's Knowledge. Okay. That'd actually be good for Sonya if I give, turn her into something else. I'm probably not gonna. Because as she is basically the white mage of my group, so... Beer. Not like I really need it. I can't get enough of drinking while watching mermaids. That's our sheep. Eh? What? Did I miss something? Okay then. I'm not going fishing anymore. I'll pass on getting kidnapped. My dear customer, aren't you getting a little too drunk? The disappearances, everyone is uneasy. Because of that, a lot more people are visiting our pub. What, like the drink of sorrows away? Cola. Carbonated beverage highly coveted among soda aficionados. I'll stock up on a few things. Just in case anybody wants certain something. I'm not gonna talk to everybody. It's gonna take too long. Where's the weapon? There it is. Check out the weapon shop. See what's in here. Okay. Mage Masher. Ooh. Okay, that's a vanilla. Okay. I changed vanilla over to a noble. Cause I wasn't sure what to make her, so. A mermaid blacksmith. I can make equipment imbued with the elegant power of water magic. Okay. Tempting masher. Huh. It's fish boomerang. Okay. Okay. So, is there anything? Let me check over here. Anything else? Okay. Oh, I should probably get this person to join me too, since I'm here. Yeah. Okay. I don't think there's anything else, so... Okay, what do they say? Go west? Go west and right here. So this is the Natalia coast. We need to use the ball of guidance at the sparkling place on the beach. This beach stretches as far as I can see. It looks like there are abandoned treasure chests all over it too. we can spare the time, I'd like to open all the chests we can find. Still, we can get sidetracked from our original goal. Okay. Okay. Actually, right now I don't need that, so... Because I actually want to use you to fight slime jelly. Anyway, as I was saying, we know little to nothing about like some of the Heavenly Knights, particularly Granberry and Arabetti. Ooh, the crab girl. The last I've seen you. Yeah, we know like little to nothing about them. Now, what I want to talk now, what I'm thinking though, is that like, okay, for Granberry, I'll actually think about talking about each one that I'm actually curious about, per video. But for Granberry, we know for a fact that she is God dang, I could barely talk. Do you know what type of monster I am? Sea Dweller? Yeah, I'm a Sea Dweller, okay. Okay. Yeah, for Granberry, we know for a fact that she was raised by Salamander. Salamander is basically like her teacher. But we don't know much more than that. And I want to think that it's actually possible that she actually did think of Salamander. Shit. No, we actually think that's Granberry actually thought of Salamander as her mother. Now, the reason why I think this, it's actually thanks to a Monster Girl Quest blog on Tumblr known as the Cursed Swordsman, or Cursed Swordsman, whatever. Anyway, they actually gave me the idea that that Granberry actually thought of Salamander as her mother, which is actually very nice because Granberry never says anything about her family or anything like that. So you have to wonder though, like who raised her? Like who raised her? Who did she think of as family? Slash, okay. Who did she think of as family? And the only conclusion that I could come to is that she thought of Salamander as family, because even like Salamander herself, like she talks about her, like saying like, yeah, I trained Granberry, I taught her this and this and this, I looked after her. And it's like, did she actually did she think of Granberry as her daughter and vice versa? Did Granberry think of her as her mother? I want to actually think that that is so, but they don't show it. Because Granberry is, like, she's not all about, like, passionate about anything else except fighting. But I want to think that at some point, maybe she has like some kind of, like she has some downtime, some time to think to herself, and when she's not thinking about fighting, she's thinking about her life with Salamander. Now I'll actually link the Curse Swordsman's blog, so you can actually check out some of the stuff that they did. There weren't that many posts about it, but there were a few posts showing what they think Granberria did growing up alongside Salamander, being trained and everything. And even now, I even asked the question. I think I did it on Anonymous or something, but I asked the question asking, like, has Granberria ever called Salamander Mom by mistake or purposefully? And they said yeah, and they said yes. So it actually makes me wonder, has Granberria in game, like, would the creators ever think to show us like Granberria's past, or even like if they ever actually add Granberria to Paradox, we might actually see that in part 2. I'm not sure, but if they ever think to add her into Paradox, I would actually like to see them have this Granberria not be just like turned small like Alice, but like actually be reverted back to the way she was during her time with Salamander or just before. And then maybe we'll actually get some insight on that, and she might actually be like thank you Mom or anything like that to Salamander. It would be so cute, it'd be so adorable. Yeah. It might not happen, but hey, a guy can dream. But I actually thank the blog for actually help me think about that, because it would make sense. Now, god damn it, what is up with all the mimics? Now, another monster that I would actually like to think about in terms of like their past or whatever, Aqua Claws, okay, I'd like to think about is actually the bandits. Now, Seaweed Girl. That's weird. There really is a monster for everything. But yeah, I want to talk about like the bandits, because we don't really know anything about them either. All we really know is that they really admire the Heavenly Knights, which is very sweet. But I want to know who are their parents? Like where? I mean, we know the goblin came from. She came from Yamatai. She said that in one of her quotes. We know she came from Yamatai. She came from Yamatai, and God, I don't know where the other ones came from. The other girls came from, but when we end up seeing them in the third game, they end up using some kind of stone that they got from Tememo, and what it let them do was like it like unleash their potential, as Tememo puts it, like their hidden potential, and they like became all grown up, and it makes me wonder, like, is that what they're gonna look like when they're grown up? But that's not the main thing I wanted to talk about. I want to know more about them. Like, where did they come from? What was their mother? Like, was the dragon pup's mother like a regular old dragon, or was it a wyvern? Like, I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts about this, and I'm really curious. Okay. I feel like I'm barely making any sense, but I'm just curious. Like, what do you guys think? I would actually like to hear what you guys think about the little bandits and whatnot. Like, where do you think that they came from? What do you think their parent was, and such and such? Because like I actually want to connect with y'all and hear what you have to say. I want to think that maybe the little dragon pup. Okay, because she's a dragon, she probably came from the the gold region, like around the volcano and whatnot. Or it could be possible that she actually, because on the way to Helgondo we encounter a wyvern and whatnot. So it is possible for dragons to be able to come there, because we did see what was it, like some giant dragon-like beast of a monster there. So it could be possible that dragon monsters actually live there, but it's probably more likely that she's from the gold region. God, where was it? It's possible that the Lamia girl, the little tiny Lamia, she probably came from the Grand Noah region. We know Goblin came from Yamatai. Now for Vanilla, I have no idea where she could have come from. Whatever. A place where magic light gathers. That'd be here. So I'm supposed to raise the ball of guidance, right? Yup. Okay, let's go down in there. Starts to shine brightly and shoots out a beam of light far into the sea. Where are we? We're in the undersea temple, clearly. Be careful, it's crawling with hostile monsters. The Queen of the Southern Seas is probably deeper in. Let's move. All the mermaids who have come here disappeared. It's obviously dangerous in here, so we better be ready for anything. We will. However, that will have to wait until another video. I've been running this on for quite a while, because I've been trying to talk, but I couldn't really find the words for it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my poor speech. I do not know if I have a speech impediment or not. I'm just really bad at trying to talk to people. It's like, oh, like the Game Grumps and everything, like they could be able to talk it up and stuff. But I feel like that maybe that's because they're talking to each other. But me, I'm doing everything by myself. I don't have anybody to talk to while I'm doing these videos. So maybe I should try to change that up one time. But I don't know. Anyway. Next on Monster Girl Quest Paradox. We're gonna go through the area and try to find out why the heck the mermaids have been disappearing. Then we're gonna go on to San Ilia Castle. In the meantime, I will actually be going around and trying to see if I can recruit the monsters that are in here. See you guys then.